Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Scary, huh? Well, here we are again. In Act 6, technically Act 3, Cruel. There we go. We'll see if I can make it to maps. Should get close, if not actually there. That's where we are. It's not it. That's where we need to be. Map is quite crap. The new maps. They need to be revamped. They are more confusing than helpful. Which is not a thing you want. Let me stick a rock in it. I was carrying a rock the size of an overflowing beach ball in the air. Alright. Where are my boys? Oh. It kicked in. The patch kicked in. Oh. Oh. I briefly had 7 skeletal arsonists. Now I'm gonna have... Why isn't that going into place? The shit is that? They raised the... Oh, they raised the requirements. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. They changed it. They raised the requirements, thereby bricking my fucking bill. Thanks. It was working before. It's not working now. Just, you know, I can't say enough about how fucking stupid that is. Alright, well, it's going to take me a minute to find stuff that I can swap in, because I need, like, let's see, like 12 int, I think. 12 int. 133, 133. You see, now, normally, in PoE1, that's not a problem. I just throw a benchcraft on something. But there's no crafting in this game, because bleep you, where you is the player base. Also not helpful, any item that has requirements for int is now showing up as, maybe if there we go, intelligence. Alright, that one adds 14 intelligence. I would lose that. So, looks like we're going to try and buff this up to be decent. We're going to lose 1 level to our spell gems. That shouldn't affect the minions, at least. Right now we got a prefix and a suffix, so we will regal it. Increased cold damage does nothing for me. Critical spell damage does nothing for me. Spell damage does very little for me. Can I get at least, I don't know, a resistance? Fire resistance, I'll take it. And now I can use it. Thanks. GGG. You definitely improved my gaming experience. Alright, but we still have our 7 skeletal arsonists. I guess that change didn't make the patch. They are planning on increasing the spirit cost of skeletal arsonists, which is probably the right call. But hopefully it'll only remove one, not two. That would be painful. Okay, well, everything's working again now. Did I go to the right place? I don't think I went to the right place. I did. We can't. Tell you, when the map changes, what? They changed the map directions. There it is. Jeez. That's not where it was when I was on the map earlier, but the Matlan waterways. Yay! Where's our current resists now? Cold, I know, is a little bit low. 27. But some big chunk of that is supposed to get... 20% of that's supposed to get moved over to fire resist anyway. And also am looking forward to, in fact not looking forward to, in fact it's time for me to start working on slowly respecking the tree. Towards the end game. Headed towards maps. Push the lever.
This better still work. The Azak tribe in the flesh.
Can't go that way. Let's go this way then. Maps like these that are filled with connected rooms and narrow passages can be very difficult because, sadly, many times, due to, I'm assuming, collision on the part of my pets, two of them get stuck in a door and the others can't get back. And even leaving and coming back in a lot of times doesn't fix the problem. You don't have convocation ability available. The PoE1 ability that you can use every 5 seconds or something like that, and it teleports all your pets to you, which is a good way of getting around the problem of pet games. Right now, it can it has got it. Carcass. Drain, drain, drain. Thought mobs. No, mobs in the water that time. Oh, there they are. Level 63 now. Finish up this. We will get back to get into maps. That's my objective, is to make sure I can try and get into maps. See if I can make any additional inroads. So I get into maps. Doing significant mapping and that. Nothing over there. thought the problem was that they had made the change. To the arsonists. But no, 13. I think the requirement on level 14. The amount of time it takes to load in the map, I am unable to understand. Corpse. I mean, who puts hangs a corpse up and doesn't have the common sense to check it for spare chain? I mean, that just seems that smacks of poor planning. Awful lot of canal. It just doesn't seem necessary. Not that I've ever actually built a canal, so could be wrong. That basket, I knew it had something in it. I just knew it. 10% quality boots. Turn into a shard of quality improvement. A guardian the callous. A guardian the dead callous. Are you done playing Canal game? Over here, check that basket. Looks like we are. Now we're just nope, I spoke too soon. We're not just bungling in the jungle. We are in fact still playing silly. In this case, I've got a checkpoint. Yay. Not that that necessarily matters. There was a boss earlier with a checkpoint that killed me. And instead of going back to the checkpoint, I got teleported to the waypoint. It's like 5 minutes. I think I am spoiled by this build, though. Frankly, it's really pretty good at play. From what I've seen watching the builds, most other builds. Cage full of monkeys. That's dangerous. There's a lot of evidence that monkeys are the carriers for a lot of really unpleasant diseases in jungle climates.
of bone.
Splinters of bone, yes. That's pretty awful. Thank you for sharing. But having 10 flaming, shrieking skulls and 7 jerks throwing explosive bombs, Molotov cocktail, and with 1 jerk throwing lightning bolts everywhere, and another jerk healing all of the other jerks. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good build. Promise the problem is, despite the fact that it's clearly the optimal first spirit gem. It wasn't recommended on the recommended list. Didn't even show up on the recommended list. But then the recommendation list is not very recommended by me anyway. I think it makes it very easy to make a not very good build. And I say that as someone who is quite adept at making not very good builds. Oh, I know a not very good build. Alright, now are we done with the canals and just into all the jungly stuff? Maybe not. Oh, maybe. Maybe. We've got steps. The big lever for the canal. What does it do? We have no idea. We do know that the animation for that is unbreakable. Matlan waterways, the canal.
Yes. Drain away.
Return to the encampment
Reveal
and find
yourself,
Alva at the base of the
Utsal.
ziggurat. Alright. Froggy! Best portal in the game. Alright, let me talk to the hooded one.
Greetings. Time is short. Make haste.
Haste makes
Be
waste.
warned, friend, their queen witch.
Movement speed and life regen. Movement speed. We haven't had. I don't have the dex for it. I probably will never have the dex for it. But I will save it.
Be wary.
For some future build that has a lot of dex. Level 33, this is level 55. I'm going to burn an elk. No sooner do we get an elk than I burn an elk. Energy ship, we did not get int on that one. I was hopeful. But alack and alas, it was not to be. Armor scrap. Fog. And we can now use those uncut skill gems of level 14 that we couldn't use before. Golden Charm. Increase rarity. Uncut support gems. Buckets of those. We're going to use a couple more 14s, I think. Let's see. We can use the cleric, the storm mage. Already got the zombie. An earth, probably Probably the... Okay, the Skeletal Cleric is a 13. He can wait for a bit. Go with the Skeletal Storm Mage. And unearth. You know, you just wanna juice things up. Return to the encampment and find Alva at the base of the ziggurat. Care if we do.
The drowned city awaits.
Occasionally in this map I get this flashing white light. The entire screen like flashes white. Doesn't happen anywhere else in the game, just on this screen. Hi, Alva.
Beyond this seal. However, I recommend heading.
Right, into the drowned city we go. Explore the drowned city and search for Agarat.
Wretched and drowned.
Let's see, so we are in the drowned city. Temple of Kopek we have to earn our way into by getting to the Molten Vault and the Apex of Filth.
I'm sure I'd prefer you this way.
Which should unlock the instant you enter the map. Feel that way not just about this game, but about everything. Waypoints, there should never be an opportunity for you to not open it. Reach it anywhere close to it, it should. Because all it does is screw over players. See it, think about it, provides no useful function to the player or realistically to the game. Should be a thing of the past. A lot of fire involved in my build, as you might know. Grim Ribs. Grim Ribs. Taken care of. Go this way. I am liking it better now that I have a build history. It's not mine, it's from a build guide. I think just as PO1 is very punishing for new players with putting their builds together, PO2 is also punishing for old, not very good players who've played a whole bunch of the game. Also, it's not great that the recommended gems aren't always very good. In general, I'm liking it a lot better than I was a week ago. Because I have a decent build. I think it is even more so than PoE1. You can get pretty far in PoE1 with a pretty janky build. You know, assuming you kind of know what you're doing. I think PoE2 is more unfriendly to a janky. But I'm definitely liking it better than I was by a chunk. Precisely. There's still a fair number of the design decisions I disagree with. But time will tell on those. This was a nice, lovely dead end that I got to completely explore. That would be an example of one of the things I don't like. Generally speaking, ARPG players don't like having to double back. This is a small one, but the other one was pretty big. What build guide is this? Can I share? Oh, of course. Sound in game is too loud. Thank you. I will turn it down a little bit more. Master volume down. Sound effects significantly down. Dialogue a little bit down. Turn my volume up a little. The build I will link in 1 second. Let's see if this works correctly. It should show up for both. Yeah, according to Restream, that link I just dropped in should appear both in YouTube and in Twitch. It is a witch, infernalist, whole lot of fire going on. 10 raging spirits, 7 Molotov cocktail throwing arsonists. Just boatloads of fire. Checkpoint and a door. Alright, one of the little mini treasure rooms.
I suppose they survived here, more or less. Another corpse to serve.
Ruby charm. Gold. I like gold. My gold at 177,000. I'm going to need a lot of that because I'm going to be respecking. And even with them changing the cost on respecking, reducing it, I think, by as much as half, it's still expensive to respec. Frankly, I just don't think that it ought anywhere near that. That was Pig So Fair. Subscribing? Subscribing? Thank you so much. That's remarkably kind of you. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. All forms of affirmation are always welcome round here. So that means that the sub notifications are working again. I just wish the raid notifications figure out how to fix. That ain't working yet. Used to work. Stopped working like 9 months ago. It's solid. I will give you one word of advice that is particularly important. Because my first build was initially a build supposed to be sort of like this. And it failed mostly because of one thing. And that is when you get your first spirit gem, it is important that you don't go with the recommended stuff. Let me show you. Let me find a calm place to show you. It would be nice if the rest of the game functions worked while you were paused. Spark was supposed to be strong. I've only played Spark a few times. It was fun once you got to the point where you had so many sparks that you didn't have to worry about things not getting hit by your sparks, because your sparks hit everything. It's a solid minion build for sure. And I will... Okay, there we are. We're almost there. We're almost to a place where I can show it to you. Alright, there we are. If you've been playing, then you know. If you're looking at gems, I can't get there right now. Should be able to get there. It is strong, but your tier 12 maps? Tier 12 maps and getting one shot by everything is not fun. They overtune the high tier maps a lot. I think that's one of the things that they talked about that they're looking at changing. I'm not positive. Anyway, the thing is with the Spirit Gem, first Spirit Gem, you need to get Summon Raging Spirits. What Summon Raging Spirits does is it allows you to basically cast any fire spell, so I'm using Flame Wall. And it automatically summons 5 flaming, spirits. Raging spirits. And so to keep up 10, all you need to do is occasionally throw out a couple of firewalls and have 10 of those. Not having those was a huge difference on working my way painfully through on my first witch. That's the key, is when you get that first Spirit Gem. You gotta get SRS. It's a swarming nest. I'm sure they'll be very friendly. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not friendly at all. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they were maybe they were just running over to say hi. Welcome us to the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing up. Here I am. Ooh, ding. I'm in Act 6. Cruel 3, so I hope to get to maps on stream. Minion-only player on PoE1. A bit sad there's no Necro on PoE2. I mean, there's no minion-focused build. The best is Infernalist. Yeah, I would, from what I've seen, yes. Alright, now I have to start making the preparations. Currently at 983. 24. Yeah, I've got 7 of the skeletal arsonists up. And they're quite good. The skeletal cleric to do healing. Skeletal storm mage to shock the enemies. Yeah, it's solid. It is solid. One significant negative is because of the amount of ground spam that I'm creating. A lot of times I can't see things. I can't see ground effects. I mean, it's hard to see anything amongst that, and now that's almost exclusively of my own creation, so that's not something I can really complain about. Ooh, ow, ow. Sell some NTX that make you able to see. Oh, that's just probably accurate. Well, I mean, the build guide says to use Fortress, I think is the name of the support gem, on the flame wall. That makes it the complete circle instead of a semicircle, so it fills up a lot more of the screen, but it also is inflicting a lot more incinerates. So if it was really a big problem, I could go back to just the regular flame wall. But who wants regular when you can have Supreme? Extra double special. Also a problem occasionally. Because they have collision, your minions will get stuck in a door sometimes. And you don't notice. And you realize it's going to be 4 seconds before they respawn. And you have to try and stay alive. So it is not without its issues, but it is an entertaining build for me. I have played a lot of minion builds. Not just minions, but I have played a lot of minion builds. Hell, when I first got into the game, I was a Sunder boy. I played a whole bunch of ED Contagion builds over the years. The apex of filth, everyone. One of the things I don't like is, for instance, the map I was just on, there are 2 different areas you have to go to.
While I do admire darkness, filth I cannot abide.
And some of them don't have a waypoint near the way in. But I want to open up both of those so that the map I'm running around in isn't completely re-randomized. So I want to unlock the waypoint to the first one and then find the second one. Because maps like this that are big, having the entire thing re-randomized is excruciating. Basically, I'm not nuts about the new maps, by which I mean not the endgame maps, but the campaign maps. I don't like the layout, the visual look on the maps. They're confusing. And stuff like this, where I have to make sure that I open up the waypoint to one and then go looking for the other. We have another mini treasure room dungeon thingy. I can't say no. It's like free money that isn't actually free. Really not that much gold. Kind of disappointing. It's odd. I don't know if they're planning on doing more with these little mini dungeons. There are a couple places that have them. I would like to see something more done with them. Because right now they're kind of bland and boring. So I'm not sure exactly what they could do. That guy dropped 2 uniques. I don't think I have ever seen that in 10 years of PoE. Like 35 leagues or something like that. They need to cut map size in half. I agree completely. The maps are too big and they feel like drudgery. PoE will not keep up with Live Service League. I agree with that completely too. I have been saying that, you know, people like to, at least I'm one of those players who, when I'm enjoying a league, I'll play 4, 6, as many as 10 characters. Now, only 1 or 2 will get to yellow or even red maps. A lot of leagues I don't even hit red maps because I'm enjoying the league mechanic and I just want to play different builds. With this campaign system, that won't be happening. I actually got 2 bleeping uniques from 1 mob. That was not a complaint. I have many complaints. That was not one of them. We got a coat of red. Chainmail, armor and evasion. Oh, it's really low level. It's 87 maximum life. No level requirement. Well, that seems pretty good. Stun, threshold raise, 25% chance to be inflicted with bleeding while hit. Okay, well, it has a downside. And the other, Mist Whisper. Also no level requirement. Adds 6 to 11 cold. Gain 5 mana per enemy killed. 34% increased freeze buildup. Attacks chain an additional time. That seems really, really good for low level mercs. But that is most assuredly in all my years playing the game, the first time I've ever seen 2 uniques drop from a single mount. Yeah, that's a great starting Witch Hunter. Absolutely. That will make the initial leveling, I don't want to say a walk in the park, but a whole lot faster, easier, and with fewer deaths. I don't know if you've seen what Mathel is playing. He is playing a staff, I think Cyclone Mercenary. A staff mercenary. He is a mad genius. I'm going to summon Oswald Cobblepot. He's not really Oswald Cobblepot.
What's all this then? Now you've done it. Why are you making me risk my hide by coming out here? Wait. Look. Are you lucky mad woman?
I'm a lucky mad woman.
The monkey
Yeah, you got the monkey god.
Suppose it could be
Got
worth
it.
a look.
We're going into the Molten Vault
I
first.
suppose it could be
That'll
worth a
leave
look.
the apex of filth for after. For dessert. It is funny, though, that
Seems this place
here I
has
am
long
level
been
64,
but is not without
and I get a couple of starter uniques. It's like, oh, okay, well, that'll be great, I guess, for my next character. Dead end. Do we have a symmetric dead end the other way? We do. Gosh, I guess I'll go through this door then, huh? Ah, that's the boss we fight here. The molten dude down below. I don't know. They're using a lot of gold in their interior designing, and that just strikes me as being, I don't know, a little bit... Am I full? I'm full. That's fine. We'll just go back to town really fast. Froggy is the best portal in the game. I will brook no disagreement.
Greetings.
Greetings and salutations. Let's go ahead and dump the uniques first. That's one of only 2 crossbows. Unique crossbows. Disenchant. Disenchant. And bolt and lightning. No, the rest of the numbers aren't good.
See you.
Hi, Oswald. I'll get to you in a minute.
So, treasure in particular. If you hear a click, duck.
All right. Tier 3 support gem. All right. 14 skill gem, 14 skill gem. And back in Froggy to the Molten Bolt.
Get out of my way.
That's not a nice. They weren't actually in my way. He's gonna wake up. I knew it. I knew it. Couldn't fool me. Actually, I'm pretty easily fooled.
Knock, knock.
Well. Ah, I missed the bridge back there. Duh. I think I did the same thing the last time I was in here. Visually, I think the game is a feast. I think they've done, the art team, animation team, have done great jobs. We've got a chest. It's a yellow chest. Undoubtedly, that means good things are forthcoming. Okay, maybe, you know. Or a little bit of gold. You know, that might be it, too. I see lots of moving friends over there. Let's send in our flaming skulls to say hi. I want everyone to share. Got a sockety bit. Oh, more moving friends just waiting to say hi. There it is. That's a lot of molten stuff. And a checkpoint. I think that needs one of the soul cores, I think. I don't remember. I did this just a couple of days ago. Yeah, we know you're going to wake up. You're not fooling anyone. You're standing there trying to look innocent, but you know better. Fine. I'll just hit you all with an extra -40. Do your fire resist. Oh, don't want to leave a chest unopened. Fear of missing out, you know? You want to get in there and do your thing?
I will unmake you.
We have another chest. Another opportunity for riches and fame. You know, or about almost 1,000 gold out of that. It was actually reasonable. Let's try this one. A dead end. We love them. I don't think I've seen that prefix for a scepter before.
Death is my power to wield.
Oh, Purity of Ice. Not really at the top of my list for affixes or implicits that I'm looking for, gotta say. Really, you know, the Vol obviously were incredibly powerful, dangerous opponents and all that, but they really did not have a great sense of style. Everything's just kind of overblown. Well, if we're meant to be looking for soul cores, we haven't found it.
Splinters of bone!
Seen two of the sort of little machine things that take them as fuel source. We haven't found the goodies themselves. Oop. See, this just starts feeling like the same room after the same room. Prismatic ring? I like it. All right, another dead end. We didn't want that. Get out of my inventory. Bit of gold. And another dead end. Oh, maybe I'm missing some vital thing that I didn't realize I'm missing. Once I have. Spent too much time running around and not enough time thinking. Possible. Thinking's always the hard part. furiously working away on something in here.
I see you down there.
Ah, okay. This is where we had to get. All right. Because there's the big bad man. I'll see if we can avoid dying to him. My boys are already down. The River of Molten Fortune.
Forged in darkness, I shall shape your fate.
Come on then.
Ow. I'm going to go on the record as saying ow to that one. Hey!
Wealth has never inspired me, but it was a fun fight.
Bring the Hammer of Kamasa to Oswald. Back to Ozzy. Oof. Quiet down there.
Came back alive to keep anything you raised. Stay.
Boy, Tier 14.
wary.
Gee, not like I have an entire metric shit ton of those.
Time is short. Make haste.
Here there.
That's a lot of life. And movement speed, and 2 resist. I have new boobs. Let's see. +2 to the level of all minion skills. See, this one's got +3. 30% spirit, 34% increased spirit. It's almost there, but it's not there. Energy shield and intelligence. 181, 170. Maybe.
Be wary.
Well, the first thing we know we need to do is grab the socket off that one.
It's not time to kill them all. Yet.
Drop everything droppable into the stash. Tier 3, more 14s. So many 14s. All right, I think we can safely say that the shoes are definitely a winner. Fire and cold. It's got a whole buttload of life. That's it's just really good. 58 energy shields, so that's 3 more energy shield. 60 more life. We lose a little bit of lightning resist. We gain fire resist. We lose mana and stun threshold. And we can gain at least one more. We've got all 3 suffixes in place. We can get another prefix, which we will. We'll throw an exalt at it, and how about some more energy shield? That strikes me as being good. 27% more energy shield, sure. Yeah, that's I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's better. The energy shield, I think, it was a hybrid. With the stun threshold, I think. But with the reduced freeze duration, I can probably also afford to change my charm from freezing. One thing we definitely need to put on is an Artificer's Orb. And so on. Boom shakalaka. That is a really bonzo, wonderful... That may be the single highest quality item I have gotten so far. 2 solid resists, a boatload of life, a little energy shield, and 25%. Our resists. Okay, we are now overcapped on fire. We need more coal. Storm Rune is lightning. Where's the coal? Is that the coal? That's the coal. So, overcapped on fire, 60% lightning, 41% cold, 18% chaos. We'll drop this into our maybe we want to craft on this later bit. We definitely want to see what we can get on this ring, because currently the lightning ring is very good. Lightning resist ring has 90 life. It has a little bit of fire and a little bit of chaos. This has fire, a little bit of life, cast speed. So we could replace that if we can get good rolls. Do I want to alk it? Ooh, I think I want to alk that. Where are my alks? I think I want to alk that. Drum roll, please. What'd we get? Cold damage to attacks, rarity. Oh, that's not really helpful at all. That's disappointing. Not even worth throwing exalts on, I don't believe. Bad to say. Makes me cry. That's just life. Okay, next we need to travel to the apex of filth. Really. It's a lovely vacation spot. Don't let the name confuse you. People are banging the doors down. Vacationers are banging the doors down to get into the apex of filth. I don't actually have any numbers to back that up, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Bubbling Respite and the Queen of Filth. You just can't beat, the classics. An ancient carving.
When we first came to this place, death...
Yeah. That's nice. We are getting relatively close to another level. There's Vile Tongue over there. He didn't last long once I hit him with the minus 40% resistance. Plus he's getting minus 22 from the Raging Spirits for a grand total of 62. Negative 62. Oh, we've got a green mushroom. I think there are 3 mushrooms, red, green, and blue.
A rare mushroom.
And they'll give you a choice of potions, I think, from the potion lady. Don't know if she even had a name. I mean, I'm sure she had a name at some point. Filthy crones are throwing chaos magic, or possibly poison, but I think chaos. Ladies, that's not how you make friends. Whoop. Exalted Orb, I almost left it behind.
My plan.
Pyro. High mushroom? What the hell? I couldn't make that out. Pyro mushroom something? I think, but I'm not sure. Slender Eye the Tyrant. Another emerald. Ooh. A rare emerald at that. That is my third waystone. And the first rare one I've got. If you're new to PoE, that's the endgame mechanic is maps. And that's the new implementation. Mushroom cultivator. Again, I didn't get a good close look. Getting a good close look can be hard when your entire build is predicated on killing things as fast as you possibly can. I am at over 2,500 effective life and energy shield. Those boots were nuts. It's definitely the best thing I have looted so far. Previous to that, the best of my gear had been purchased from vendors. Is that a complete loop there? Yeah, it is. Or dead end action. Not fun. The Gentle Crone. All right, this is the one who has the cauldron that you can drop the mushrooms in. So if we get the other two mushrooms, we can drop them off with her. Are getting close to the next level. The one about those rather moist-sounding explodies. Those are the temporary minions I get from Unearth. I can have up like 16 of them. Basically, if I cast an Unearth where mobs have died, I'll pop one of those little guys. And currently then they ignite everything they run into. And then I think the sound of them exploding is not them actually exploding, but just them expiring. Running out of life or timing out. We have the red mushroom. We have 2 of the 3 mushrooms. We have the blue mushroom. We have 3 out of 3 mushrooms. So we're going to go back
fungus for one day.
to the lovely proprietor of the Juicy Cauldron. The Cauldron Keeper. I think it gave me my choice of a potion or of a flask when I did this in Act 3. Now I'm in Act 6.
Here is everything you need.
Splash.
Thank you, sister.
Oh,
I
2.
accept this gift.
Oh, superior ultimate. 12 and 10%. Those might be replacements for my current ones. We've got quite a ways to go back to where we were. A leaden great hammer. Oh, I thought it said death hammer. My eyes are going, guys. Stay young. That's my recommendation to you. Just stay young. The old card.
The promised land is...
That cache had nothing. Is it really a cache if there's nothing in it? I did want to actually check. The Queen of Filth we have not found. Nor have we... the Bubbling Respite, I think, was the one thing we just did, but I'm not sure. Kind one, I'll believe it when I see it, I think. See, that's one of my issues with the map, is it doesn't actually tell you what you've done and haven't done. Like, this one is grayed out. I know I've done that. But I did that as well. Those are grayed out. I did those. I haven't done the Queen of Filth, obviously. But I'm pretty sure I did Narag's Hut. It's just not a good representation of this actual state of the game map. It does not provide clarity. It provides confusion. And as I have said before, we ARPG players, we just love running through dead area. This is one of the things that everybody rightfully gave shit to Diablo 4. That's that level I was just talking about. And it's well deserved. They should get that crap. E4. I believe we just grabbed that one, so now we're grabbing that one. Their nightmare dungeons in particular they were terrible. They're still terrible. They've made a lot of improvements to the game. Nightmare dungeons still suck. Just so you know, I'm not the only one who thinks so. Datmod says it's the worst part about the game. I pretty much agree with that. But here we are. They're repeating the exact same mistakes of D4. That's not a good statement. You don't want to be making the mistakes that they made a year ago.
remember the before times.
Are we approaching the Queen of Filth? The Queen of Putrescence? Bow down. Bow down. For the Queen of Filth. For the Queen of Putrescence. Normally I would say old guy movie reference, but I think most people have seen that. Which is
None can approve me.
Princess Bride. Oops, something hit pretty hard because I couldn't see there was crap on the ground. Well, that was not the Queen of Putrescence. Like that one. So the poison, they're not all bad news on there. They're not all chaos casters. Been on this map for an hour. I really don't know what was their design reason for making such big maps. Because this just gets boring. It feels samey and boring. Got another exalted orb. Let's get that. I made my first sale, or possibly purchase, of the League through the lovely addition of the currency exchange. I had a divine drop yesterday, day before. I think it was going for 8 something. And I'll wait for 9. But apparently prices suddenly soared. Because I got 30 exalts for the divine. So yeah, the prices jumped up somewhat. Finally? Yes, finally. The pool of depravity. Yeah, it looks like she's bathing in raw sewage. It and consuming it.
Her young. Vile.
She's eating her young as well. So.
What a disgusting pig of a woman. One golden idol for the optimist.
Return to Alba with the temple door idol. Well, in just a sec. Portal back to town. Thank you, Froggy. First ID everything.
What have you learned? Move swiftly.
Thank you, blue-eyed man. I won't
Anything
spoilerize
comes
who he really is. Just checking. Until I got those shoes, the best item I had picked up. The two best items I'd picked up I had bought from vendors. Alright, that's the quality goodies. Not sure why I picked that up, but I did.
My tribe could use that.
Let's see. Accuracy, a buttload of mana. Nope. That. That's going to go
Don't eat anything colorful.
towards another sockety bit. Two more exalts. Another chaos, which I'm perfectly fine with. No, it's here. We got two more waystones, including our first yellow one. Let's see. Increased rarity of items. 8 additional packs of iron guards. Increased monster damage. Monsters deal 20%. 27% of damage has extra fire. What do they do? Increased damage and then an additional 27% of damage on top of that. They contains an additional essence, and they have additional elemental resistance. So all kinds of things that I would rather they not have. But evidently, I don't get a vote. I think that's the first green gem I've gotten. Okay. Odd. 14s. We've got lots of 13s and 14s. All right, that's the questy bit. Let's see what we've got here. Mana recovered. Oh, I hate the remove mana from life affix. It's terrible. I hate it. Ew. Not a fan, as you might guess. And how about here? Increase recovery rate. That is obviously good. And come on. Charges gained is not that good. That's 1,218 life. That's 1030. Over 4 seconds. Granted, that's over 2 seconds. That is 11 sips as opposed to 7. I think I have to stick with the one I'm currently using. Alright, now we head back down the steps. It's a long walk. They were big on steps, the Vol. Lot of steps.
You found it.
I will place it in the door. Clunk.
Something of
Scooch.
immense power resides
The
within.
Temple of Kopek.
I shall harness it.
I doubt we're going to make it to maps on stream. I'd hoped I'd gotten enough of the act done.
Ugh.
Oh, that's right. You can't get into the direct line of fire or it hurts. Yeah, I am pretty close to maps, but it is a ways. I mean, because I haven't even done the time traveling bit yet. Spoiler! There's a time traveling bit. pretty close to PoE2 standards. Yeah, but PO1 you're Act 7, yeah. As I said, I'm having more fun than I was a week ago by an enormous amount. But I still have significant questions about some of the design choices. How well they're going to stand the test of time. I don't think it's particularly debatable that PoE1 has stood the test of time very well indeed. Oh, something's hurting a lot. So, as a experienced PoE player, but not by no means a fast, to finish out Act 3, I checked. I had 11 deaths, which I think will probably give you a pretty decent idea as to how good or bad a player I am to get through all 3 acts. And it took me 18 hours. Now, let's be generous and assume I can half that, with a little bit of going through it additional times. That's still a big haul to get halfway through, basically the equivalent of Act 5 in PoE1. Now, getting to Katava in 9 hours is a long haul. Evidently, I'm now suffering severe sunburn. Faster on a second character. I can't imagine doing this every league from 0. If they keep it this way, you'll play 1 league per year, 2 max. I mean, I might play more than that, but I certainly wouldn't be spending the amount of time running as many as 10 characters, which I've done in the past. I can't imagine it. And for me, that's a lot of the fun. It isn't running maps and defeating the big bosses. For me, the fun is playing a lot of characters. Basically, more or less, the Mathel approach. Now, he plays his characters generally in PoE1 up to about level 94. You know, he'll go into maps, do some red maps, maybe do some bosses, some of the big bosses as well. But he plays a boatload of characters. And that's the fun to me, is playing a bunch of builds. Do 10 cares on PoE2, you're a masochist. Or worse, yeah. A loony.
None can oppose me. The Val were smarter than they had any right to be.
That's probably not the best choice right there. Let's see. Maybe I need to go the other way. Ow, owie, owie, owie. Bad sunburn. Bad sunburn. You ever had one of those sunburns where you blister? By the way, I can assure you that as a bald guy, the first summer sunburn you get after you start going bald, you'll never forget. Because that is a scorcher. And the worst sunburns I've ever gotten. Bigger complaint you have is the trial of Second. Oh, yeah. The choice of Sanctum is a catastrophically stupid, because let's say for a new player, you've played, you've developed your character, you understand how the game works, and they change the fundamentals of the way things work in Sanctum, because now it's honor. You built for regeneration. Sorry. They addressed some of it. Yes, they did. Gating ascendancy points behind that is terrible. And I agree. I'm not a fan of... Supposedly, the 3 are Sanctum, which I hate, because the first couple builds I tried were terrible at it. And the players who loved it were the players who made builds specifically for it. The second one is Ultimatum, which I never liked because the rewards were always corrupted and bad. So I didn't find it an interesting league. And supposedly the third one is Tournament of the Ancients, Trial of the Ancients, which is another one that has almost nothing to do with the way PoE plays in general. They make these mini games, and I don't want to play a bad Hades, a PoE-themed bad Hades, or a PoE-themed team fight tactics either. And so I don't want either of those. You love Sanctum League? I mean, if you enjoy the mechanic, then yeah. But here, for Ascension, it's terrible. In PoE1, it's like any league. If you don't like it, skip it. You can skip mechanics of leagues you don't like in PoE1. Not here. Ultimatum U is worse. Yeah, some mods will brick the run. Well, you can have really, really terrible mods in Sanctum, too. But yes, you can go deep into a run in Ultimatum and then get a mod and you're dead. So yeah, I think those were 2 really bad choices. Inexplicably bad choices. You know, doing a league mechanic that's an homage, ripoff of, you know, a popular game style, if they do it well, I have no problem with it. You know? I just didn't like the particular game modes, those particular game modes, but it's not optional here. I did manage on this character to get them both, the first 2 done. I'm not looking forward to either of the options for the last. Or for the third, I should say. Let alone the 4th. Come on, dude.
Let the sun.
Come on, Kitsuli.
Your flesh.
Yeah, you've got powers of the sun, sure.
Your very soul reduced to ash.
Hey, dude. You're the High Priest of the Sun, but you seem to be taking an awful lot of fire damage. I mean, I don't want to, you know, pick nits, dude, while you're on your lunch hour. Oh, dude.
I'm sure I'll cope.
Yeah, that didn't work out great for him. Fine for me, not great for him. Summon Alva. The third one was pretty bad. The dot damage was insane. Poison would take 4k honor in 1 sec. Yeah, well, that's one of the things they've done is they've reduced the dot damage. But
to amaze me.
I think that's just part and parcel of the Sanctum mechanic that makes it bad for Ascension. Yeah, well, I mean, from the start, I felt it was a terrible choice for an Ascension trial. Now, I know people didn't like the old Ascension trials in PoE1, and I was tired of them too, make no mistake. But I think as a design, I think they're kind of brilliant. They're, I think, really interesting, fun, different design. But I'd gotten tired of them too, so I was looking forward to, ooh, something new. No, not something new.
It's opening.
Yes, the voice work and writing for Azaro is terrific. They've got to find something else, because the choices, especially if the choice for the third one is, you know, Trial of the Ancients or Tournament of the Ancients, whatever it's called, that's just not a thing we want anything to do with.
How can I advise you?
Note, Servi here has moved to be right under the portal. We do 10 labs instead of the Trial of the Sekima. Yeah. Not about 10. You know, the one map. I actually did a 2 map because I thought that doing the... two floor Sanctum. Because I thought that would give me the 3rd. And then I realized, no. That's the alternate. If you go with the ultimatum for the 1st, then your 2nd one is a 2 floor Sanctum. I got very lucky on my ultimatums. My ultimatums were easy. I know it was completely easy. I also got really fortunate on the 2 times I did the Sanctum runs. Each case I got plus 50% damage on the boss in the next to the last room, which made that easy. Servi, let's see. Disenchant. Why did I pick that up? Is that got all... It's got all the mobs. Physical damage. Cold damage. Physical damage. Tier 3. Both are tier 3. That might be usable. 55? I don't know, maybe. I'll hold on to it. I don't think it's good, but I will hold on to it. That. And that's got nice resists. Not much else. Tried Ultimatum to get the 3rd round of Ascendance. Got a boss with a round arena. The mod was physical damage circle. The circle was bigger than the arena. Yeah, they really have screwed up the Ascension trials badly. Oh, I don't know why I didn't disenchant that. Servi?
Yes?
Disenchant that, please. That for a little extra gold.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Another Exalted! I personally love Exalted. That is a possible use by a different character, and that goes into my pseudo map. Alright, I'm going to travel through time.
Living Val? In the flesh? Hello! My name is Alva Valai. It was I who... No, don't run away.
Make sure the waypoint is unlocked. Thank you. All right.
Pose a threat. Let's go after them. Just look at that.
Oh,
view.
my legs are tired just watching it.
To see this city in its
Oh, where are you
prime.
going, you daffy broad?
This is a dream come true.
Oh, into Utsal. Yeah, my assumption is I wouldn't be able to do the 3rd Ascension. Essentially on any character.
There they are. Hey! Oh, I was hoping to avoid conflict.
Yeah, avoiding conflict with the Vol. You're a dreamer.
Right.
We have traveled through time. So we're fighting living Vol instead of undead ones for a change, so that's nice. Run around 2 floor ones, farmed relics, maxed honor. Yeah, honor resistance, I understand, is the way you basically got to do it. Is there anything we need to worry about? Oh, God, the time. Load the map time. Come on, guys, what is that? Viper Napuatsli. There's also Peculiar Fortunes. And the Chaos Statue. Well, if I run into those, I run into those. I'm not going to go out of my way for it. Do that. I'm poisoned. I didn't swap out my charm, did I? Nope. Poison probably is what I will swap in. I haven't really had a problem with bleeding in the game, so I'm not sure bleeding is thematically in amongst any of the batches of bad guys you fight. You know, there are a fair number that throw around poison like it's free, like that one. And bows. Jerks. All right, everyone. Stick together and try to remember where we parked. And hold hands with your neighbor so you don't get separated from the rest of the group. Okay, here we go. Made it to the boss lady already. That's fast.
Halt! Your rampage ends here!
Nice to see one of our NPCs get smacked down for a change. Where are the rest of my boys?
Which one of you activated the gate? Which one of you is a Val blood?
Why, that was me, of course. I am Alva Valai, treasure hunter extraordinary.
Take her!
Thank you for punching Alva. We all wanted to do that for years.
I will pay back every drop.
Let's see how many
of
times she
Val
kills
blood
us,
you
or
have
her
spilled.
spearmen kill me.
You're all dead, anyway.
You will fall before us. Cali's web.
Ah! Like I said, poison. I take my eyes off for just a second off of the spearmen because I thought they were done. They weren't done. I was. Are all of my friends in?
My first strike! You will fall before us. Feel Arakali's sting!
Now!
Come on, guys. Hit her with everything you got.
Hey! Sharpens the mind.
Finish her.
Somehow, I've been cheated out of another kill.
That thing. Crawling around. Ew. Another Exalt. I kind of like Exalted Orcs. Oh, I also had more of the Augmentation. I'm poisoned again. Something else going to blow up there. Yep. On death effects. We love them. We PoE players, we love the on death effects. Royal Jaguar. Oh, that's pretty cool. Train Jaguars. I'm not sure how effective it is, but... oh, style points for sure. Those are some big guys. Still throwing chaos bombs. Something hit me pretty hard. Not a fan. Gots to say. Dead end. They're awesome. We love them. Oh, another one. Good, good. So this entire thing right here was a dead end. Never go full blizzard.
Image.
Anything this way. Another waystone. We got to priestess pretty fast. We're not getting to the pyramid. Not that way. Double check. Yep, not that way. Another dead end. Have I mentioned? By any chance? That ARPG players don't like those? I may have mentioned it. I'm thinking I probably took a wrong turn somewhere way back at the start. Oh, those guys. Oh, I didn't notice there was a rare among them. And another dead end. Gee, what are you doing? That's a dead end. Another dead end. So this entire area of the map appears to have been a dead end. You know, given what a meme D4 bad was, you'd think you'd want to avoid the obvious parallels. But evidently not. Alright, now we find out this is where I took the wrong turn. That's one of those places where, whoop, almost, where there are ground effects I couldn't see because I was dropping fire everywhere. The poison gas, for example. Enter, yeah, that entire section of the map. This whole section here. All of this was a dead end. Not fun. I mean, sometimes you just want to run around killing things because you need XP or loot. To fight through Agarat, and then we get to, I think, the pyramid where we've got Doriani waiting. Check and see. Where are we? We're Utsal, we're in Ziggurat. So we found Viper. We did not find the Chaos Statue or the Peculiar Fortunes. We have to find the Blood Sacrifice because that has a reward. And then Peculiar Fortunes there. Oh, the Peculiar Fortunes are the things that you can give to Ozzy. Whatever his name is, back in camp. They each sold for 1,500 gold, at least first trip through the map. There were 4. And they took up a bunch of inventory space, and I thought they were used for something, but no, they're just items themselves. As part of their let's mess with the players by taking an already very, very small inventory, and then we'll put quest items. Trail of a city. Trail of sacrifice. Those with warmth in their hearts give willingly to the queen. Yeah, I'm sure they were all willing to die for her. Checkpoint. I agree with her. Get out of my way, losers, goobers. That was another level for me. How nice. I approve of that. Let's pop in here. Currently at 1076, 1144, 68 points. Another 68 here, and then we can grab these 4 points back. We are beginning the long process. Slowly respecing significant chunks of the Black Chambers. Hold it. There's one of the mobs here. I need to find the blood sacrifice in Agaran, because that gives additional stuff. I will step into the Black Chambers and hope that we can re-exit after we get the waypoint. Sometimes you can't. I can't tell you how much I dislike that. You can't step in, get the waypoint, step out. I know that happened in the, what was it, the Mechanarium. But here, yeah, we can get the waypoint, and I think we can get back out. Maybe if I push a little long tonight. We can make maps. This is the first map done. But it's a crapshoot on hoping to guess where the things you need, the events are. Because the maps are so big, you can wander around for 20 minutes and not find it. One of my, whoops, issues. The maps don't so much feel epic as they feel tedious. I needed that 300 gold. Something big in there. Tough Strider. He wasn't that tough once I got my debuff on him. The sacrificial Deus.
Many have died at this table.
Place the sacrificial heart. I don't have the heart. The knife, but not the heart. Where's the heart? Don't know. But it does mean, I believe now, that the knife is taking up a space in my inventory. Now we will have to backtrack once we get the heart. Have I mentioned backtracking? Best description for some of the design choices I've seen. Adversarial. Now, the stuff that is to no advantage to any player doesn't make the game more interesting. Fun. Makes it frustrating. Whoops, we've got the green exclamation point over here. There's the heart.
No.
I don't have the room for it, of course. Rid of that one. And that one.
A bigger heart than mine, to be sure.
And now, we run for 2 minutes. Oh, I guess a minute. Yeah, okay, 30 seconds. It was closer than I thought. Fine. There, I said it. Get out.
A similar method to a curse or two I know.
I have received 2 more passive points. Alright, well, first thing we do is we spend 1. Go ahead and start spending the next batch. We know where we're going. When we get back, we can respec 4. We can do that right now. A couple of nice cracks there. Oh yeah, this mechanic where you have to go back through the gateway. So you get to map and change maps again.
Greetings.
I must keep
All right,
calculating.
we're going to refund 4.
Don't play on that.
That's going to be 13,600 gold down the tubes. Once we get back down to there, we can start trimming up some of these nodes. I think those 4 come off. All right. It's a work in progress. A little bit of life, 2 decent resists. Let's see, causes enemies to explode on critical kill for 10%. Adds fire, strength, leech, life, dex, cold resist.
Hey, boss, get down
Can't
from
quite
there.
see that one making the cut. Not at that level. That one
Don't
goes
eat anything colorful.
there. Put stuff away. We're running out of organized space with skill gems. All right, back in. And the black thingy. Okay, we didn't get the peculiar fortunes. That's fine. I'm fine getting neither one of those. Didn't get the chaos statue. Don't know what that's all about. Figure out. Damn it, Agarat. Black chambers. Where are the black chambers? Oh, there it is. It's underneath. Jeez. Come on, guys. The map is bad. All right. Now we just got to find our way to Doriani. Kick his ass.
Hunter is here? What of Nahuatzi? No mercy then. Kill her on sight.
Doriani being mean. I don't think he had any real cause to be so nasty towards us. It is interesting to see Doriani ending up being a friend going forward. But then time travel games, I have to say I'm not a huge fan of time travel games. Like time travel games, I don't mean games with time travel, although that whole, but any kind of fiction or game with time travel.
It's about
Always
time.
just smacks of being lazy storytelling. I mean, I used to joke that there were the inescapable plot lines. I think it was 3 plot lines that Star Trek would always, starting with Next Generation, the 3 that they would, 3 cliches they would fall into whenever they were running out of story ideas. Time travel, holodeck, and somebody's family member shows up. The reliable plot lines if they've got nothing else they can come up with. Those were not my favorite episodes.
Fool! There is no time for this. Azeri will soon commune with the beast. Cease your assault.
I just want to talk, dude. Something hit me really hard. Oh, something killed me really hard. I think that may be the first time I've been killed by non-boss mobs. And I'm all the way back. Lovely. Yeah. killed me, other than dudes. I can safely say it was dudes who killed me. Actually, it might not have been dudes. Could have been bots. There are shitloads of those running around too. I suppose I should be a little more careful going forward. Again, narrow corridors. And the fact that I have to lead the way for my pets can lead to some unpleasant circumstances. Alright, try not to die here again this time. Oh, nice machine they've got for moving the bodies around. That's genuinely horrifying. Like a modern day meat packing facility. I have to do anything. I don't remember having to do anything with those. I do that. I have to spin those up. I think I did. Stop chasing me, stop chasing me. Oh god, there's multiple badnesses.
Is my power to wield.
Grime scalp. Really? Can you be named Grime Scalp if you actually don't have a scalp? There's no hair involved in that thing. Machine. Come on, Doriani, we just want to talk. About killing you. You guys want to come through the door a little bit? Would be nice. No, they're stuck. See? They don't come through. Perfectly frank, that's probably what killed me. The idiot patrol finally rejoined me, or mostly. No, there are still some that are missing.
Stop this at once.
Or
I take no pleasure in harming one of my own, but if you persist, I will do with her what I must.
yeah, you're being held in the farthest chamber. No shit, Sherlock, I could have figured that out. I'm nervous. I don't want to die without hitting the checkpoint in here. That's another long walk back. the cadaver. You click on him and he peels. They peel half of his body away. Gross. Dark. Kind of cool. Ah, checkpoint, thank God. Alright, Doriani. The testing pit. First of all, we kick his ass. Then we kick his big machine's ass. We might die a time or two.
At the eve of
I didn't die in
demon
Act
of
3.
Azoatl has finally come for me.
Yes, yes. Resist all
Pathetic.
you like.
Progress comes with a heavy price. Let's see how you handle this. 5 moves.
We've got him defeated, but sadly, he's got all of his talking
Channel the
before we get to the next phase.
I can't give up. I must save my people.
So,
You know why we're here?
here
It
comes his
happens.
badass
It
machine.
cannot be stopped.
No, I will succeed.
It's pretty badass.
Burn to ash, demon of Azoatl. Let me show you what true intellect looks like. I plan for every contingency.
Going, guys. Keep going.
No! Do not fail me. Not now. How could this happen?
How could this happen to me?
All that I sacrificed.
Your people cannot be saved. History is already written. You can stay here and die, or come with us and help save the future.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
The legacy of the Val must be protected. I do know of a way to contain the beast.
Best you start talking now.
I like how they
My
immediately
friend
start
here
wailing
isn't
on him
exactly the peacemaking type.
until suddenly he becomes friendly.
If only I had more. There is an ancient weapon.
So will you help us?
I suppose I must, but I will come to your
It's
era.
settled then.
Speak to Doriani in the Ziggurat encampment. We have finished off the campaign. All 6 acts. 3 acts twice. Regular and cruel. Oh, he's up here.
Now then, it is time we departed. Activate the portal, and we will see about it.
What is happening?
It begins.
That's the end of the world.
Hurry! Help me get her inside!
The end of the Vol Empire. There was an earth-shattering kaboom! That didn't happen in Act 3. Are we back in, like, our headquarters now, finally? I'm alive.
So, I'm still alive after being hit in the face by the cataclysm. I'd almost say I'm lucky.
You're awake. Oh, I thought you might not make it. There's a lot to go over. When you've pulled yourself together, speak with Doriani.
Okay. I'll speak with Doriani. Atlui, Blood Priestess. Katsuli, Architect of Time. Because time is on our side. Yes, it is. Doriani.
You made it. Unfortunately, Rayclast was not so lucky.
Well, accidents happen, you know.
We must cleanse corruption.
Right?
We are living the worst possible outcome. This ziggurat contains a translocation device which will allow us to open portals to a range of coordinates on Rayclast.
Sort of a map device,
From
then.
here, we can more than simply survive. We can reclaim the world from the grasp of corruption. Place waystones in the machine, and they will help calibrate the journey. The corruption of the destination will respond to both the energies we use. It may be possible to use this malleability to our advantage.
I will select... Oh, I don't know. How about this waystone?
You must start with the areas of least corruption. They are still deadly, but should be survivable for short spans. Cleanse enough of them.
How about you identify my items? And let's see, who is our disenchanter?
What
around
is it?
here? No,
She and I really...
What can I do for you?
it is Kitsuli, architect of time. Doom Blast, Fizz, Lightning, nice attacks. No. Lightning, accuracy, critical damage bonus, life and mana. We're gonna be killed. That's a lot of arrow speed. 55% increased projectile speed.
On with the work.
I liked him better when I killed him.
And where is the... That's Alva. Where is the salvaging doodad? Not have a salvaging doodad in this camp anywhere at all? I see something over there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, great. We get to run all over Hell's Half Acre for this stuff. Players are cursed with elemental weakness. Yeah, I don't think so. I've got other maps I can use. I have some crappity tier 1 with nothing on the maps. So I'm going to use one of those first. Because I'm a coward. There, I said it. Allies have increased cast speed. Nope, that's not a keeper. That one actually might be, so we're going to drop that here. Ooh, an unset ring. Nifty. We want to
Greetings.
disenchant this one. Waystone. What do we have? What options do we have? Alright, it still thinks we're in Act 3 Cruel. Complete tier 1 maps, 10 of 10. So here's the map device. New and improved, possibly. All right, this is where we are, I'm guessing, the Ziggurat Refuge. So, we can go to step. I don't know. That is the button where we are. I don't know what that is. Still don't know what that is. Doesn't say. Doesn't mouse over. It doesn't say. I hate that. Over there, we've got the Realm Gate. Over there, we've got Decay. So that has two icons I don't recognize, and they don't give us frickin' mouse overs. Come on, GGG, what the hell? Seriously. I'm assuming that one's Breach. Pardon the yawn. Hive. Well, let's just go to Step for our first map, because we can. We'll just do a basic, flat, nothing map. We have 6 froggies. All right, we're on a step map. Well, nice that everyone was waiting for me the instant I stepped in. That was sarcasm. If you're new to my stream, it can be difficult to tell when I'm being sarcastic. Generally, the rule is if my lips are moving, it's sarcasm. Now, I believe this requires me to kill every rare on the map to complete the map. I hate maps where you can't see because of trees. What are they doing? This is such a terrible mechanic. I will not be doing step maps again if I can avoid it. This is another one of those design choices that appears to be predicated on pissing off the player. You know, if I can't see the ground effects because of my spells, yeah, that's one thing.
Right.
But if I can't see them because of trees... There was a time where they talked about clearing up... Oh, that's another yellow. Clearing up all of those maps in the game where that was an issue. They talked about a technology and they started to implement it. Did a little bit of it. There were a couple of maps where as the trees moved in front of the camera, they would turn transparent so you could see. You know, you couldn't see everything, but you could at least see what was happening right around your character's feet. It was a promised thing, and then they never did anything further. It was one of those, yeah, we're going to do this. They did it a little, and then decided not to. Why? But to see that mechanic return here. Gots to say, just don't get it. Self-delivering crispy bacon. Well, we've killed enough stuff now that they've got the that I just procced the remaining rares to show up on the map. Which is a good mechanic. So theoretically, this should be... This should be the end of the map, I think. We can get over to it, and then murder it. Finished off the first map. I'm impressed with the system so far. Part of it's because this map is rather... Oop! Clusterfucky. That's the map. So that's the first map. I've completed 1 of 10. That's...
Yes.
So, I'm guessing then that nothing specific happens until I finish 10? I am even less impressed. At least I can see the Atlas skill tree now. Map bossing, delirium, ritual, breach, and expedition. I've liked expedition. Don't like delirium. Liked ritual too. No, I'm in the minority for that. What else do we have? I don't know what these icons are. They like masteries, if you complete out the wheel around them. Higher tier waystones, higher tier waystones. Well, monster packs. Waystones that drop can be higher. Precursor tablets. I think those are the ones that you have to get the bosses. I'm not sure. So I guess we would start here. But I guess we don't get our first point until we finish out 10 maps. Waystones found have a 10% chance. Increase pack size. Increase rarity. We like rarity around here. Rarity. Waystones. Grueling journey. So I don't know. Deadly, rare, and unique monsters have 1 to 2 additional modifiers. Oh, that would be... I was going to say tasty, but tasty's not the word. Spicy. Let's go with spicy. Corrupted waystones are corrupted an additional time. Waystones have 25% more effect of prefix modifiers or 25% more effect of suffix modifiers when opening rounds. Say if we were to look at ritual, this would be the entry point. +1 to Crux of Nothingness difficulty. I have no idea what the Crux of Nothingness is. Skill from ritual altars in your maps. Deal 25% increased damage. That's a lot. Deferring favors. Costs 50% less tribute. Favors deferred. Reappear 50% sooner. Ritual altars allow re-rolling favors an additional time. Re-rolling favors at your ritual altars cost 25% reduced. That's pretty good. Ritual altars always have 4. Rituals in your maps contain 2 additional packs of wildwood monsters. Oh, that's murderous. Revived monsters from rituals have 20% increased toughness and 100% increased damage for each time they've been revived. Revived monsters from rituals have no penalty or tribute granted. That seems pretty nasty. Anyway, I am going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, as always. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Maybe more PoE2? Not sure. Maybe something else? Maybe? Don't know. I'm going to play it by ear, which is attached to my head. So actually, it's going to be, I'm going to play it by head, realistically. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you had a reasonable time. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Monday night. And as always, on a Sunday and a Monday, I like to wish the following blessing upon those who watch. I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care and